Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this second video for the I Am a Witness campaign. Like I had said, this is something that's pretty close to my heart and something that I have a lot of personal experience with because I experienced a lot of bullying when I was younger. When I was in middle school specifically, I went through a couple of really rough years, both like physical and verbal bullying. And I know how it feels. It's pretty terrible to go through something like that, and you can feel pretty alone, and also just, it makes you sometimes question who you are because, you're getting made fun of sometimes for your interests or how you look, whatever. For me, people like to pick on how I looked and dressed, and a lot of people like to pick on my interest in video games, actually, because when I was growing up, that wasn't something that was considered like a girl activity. It was not considered normal for girls to be into video games, and that was like my favorite hobby, and so I got a lot of negative bashing for my nerdy interests. But it's one of those things too that in hindsight, even though it was really tough to go through at the time, it really made me into the person I am today, and I feel like it really shaped me a lot and helped me grow in my confidence even more because I had to rely on myself instead of listening to the opinions of others for validation. It really helped me to become a little bit more self-sufficient, and then also just more sensitive to people who are going through the similar kind of stuff that I went through. So that's why I'm really excited to be a part of this I Am a Witness campaign, especially because I really do think that the way this campaign is set up is it's kind of like focused around positivity, which is awesome because I know from experience, when you're being bullied, you don't necessarily want to respond in a positive way. It's really hard to, hear some of those things about yourself, or, have someone just blatantly being mean to you. And it's really hard also as a witness to watch those things happening to people, whether they're your friends or not. It's just not something that you really want to see people having to deal with. And so I think the whole idea with this campaign about using the emoji and just not necessarily going after anybody or trying to cause more of an issue or more of a fight. It's just one of those things where you can just show support for the person who's going through it at the time, and hopefully it won't turn into one of those things where you become a target as well, because I know that's a big concern for people too. They don't really want to say something because they're afraid that that negativity might be turned on them. So this is a cool way for people to kind of stand up as a collective group and just say, that you don't want to tolerate seeing that happening to people, that kind of negative bullying. And use the emoji as kind of like an empowering tool to show support to the people who are going through it on the receiving end of it, and also just, hopefully that will make those people think twice about what they're saying. And you do need to remember too, even though those people are being mean and saying things that they shouldn't, a lot of those people have their own issues they're going through, and the reason that they're taking it out on you is not usually because of you. It's because of something that they have a problem with themselves. And so it's just something to keep in mind, something that kind of helped me through those times too, is you just kind of realize that there's a saying, hurting people hurt others, and you don't want to respond to hate with hate or negativity with negativity. And it's one of those things, like, if you can rise above the situation, that's always helpful too. And just like I said, for me personally, really just kind of believing in yourself and finding your own self-worth and not listening to what everyone's saying around you. Those are things that can kind of help you if you're going through a tough time yourself. And I encourage you guys to, whether you're a witness or whether you're experiencing bullying, there's a lot of great resources on this website too. So I'm going to leave all of those links for the emoji keyboard and also the website, the official website, so you guys can check that out, because there's a lot of good resources on there. Because like I said, this is a hard topic to, it's kind of a hard topic to discuss, and it's kind of a hard thing also to deal with because every situation is going to be different. And the thing I like about this campaign though is that it's not necessarily trying to be like, telling you what to do necessarily. It's something that I think fits really well with any type of bullying situation, because it's just responding as a witness that you're acknowledging the negative behavior and you want it to stop, and at the same time you're like being supportive to the person who's on the receiving end of that negativity. So it's a pretty neat way to go about it and show those people who are receiving the bullying that they are not alone and that you do support them and you don't want to see that continuing to happen to them, because that's one of the worst feelings, at least for me, when I was going through it, just feeling like I didn't have anyone to defend me, or that people didn't really care, or you know, a lot of people would see the things that were happening to me and never did anything, and that always felt pretty horrible. So it would be really awesome if people did take this campaign seriously and checked out those emojis and just kind of used it in just like a really positive way to make people feel better about it and everything. But anyway, that's just kind of my take on it, and I appreciate you guys watching through this. And you know, if you guys have any of your own stories or anything about the campaign, maybe you've enjoyed using the emojis or whatever, you can just leave that in the comments below. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this and learning more about it, and I hope you enjoy checking it out, and I will see you guys later.